All right, let's get a little bit of daily duo action in here in this A5. I'll get the week set. Hey everybody, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Like I said, I want to work in my Erin Condren A5 today. So this is my daily duo and it's my daily planner for the week. So I started using this last year. I think toward the second half of the year ish, maybe like in March of last year or something. And I absolutely loved it. So you can see like, here's the past week. I've got daily stuff. I mean, obviously a lot of my day is work, which I don't put anything about work in here because this stays at home. And then after school activities for the kids, and then a to-do list. Some days it's so busy, you know, when it's so busy, you don't even have time to do your to-do list. Well, some days that's it, but, and then I have this page where I usually put this week, but as you can see, I didn't use it for anything. Sometimes I'll list out projects. Sometimes I'll list out stuff that doesn't have to get done this current week that I have to remember. Other times this is just blank and I actually have to flip back through weeks to see what it was that I wanted to make sure I didn't forget, because by then I'd forgotten. This is a great way to use up any leftovers from kits or $2 Tuesday sheets. I love my Sweet Kawaii Design $2 Tuesday sheets. So this is one of my albums. I have multiple. I have, let's see, looking over at my sticker albums, I think I have like 7 $2 Tuesday albums. Granted, there are some empty pages in them. I try to organize them a couple times a year. But obviously I start using them up and then there are just empty spots. So when I went through and made my plan for what kits I wanted to use in January, I saw that I had these left over. Honestly, I don't remember if these were, I think they were from last year, but I don't totally remember exactly when they were, but they're really cute and I really like the colors. So I have enough bottom washi to put one per page. And so I'm just going to get out all these sheets and get them ready for the week. Now it is Monday, so I'm already behind. Are we shocked? No, we're not shocked. But that's okay. I have today off, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I'm kind of catching up. I got ahead in some other things actually, planner wise and home wise. So it just so happened that I then got behind in getting this done. But I also knew that I wanted to make a video for this one this week, since I'm trying to be much better about posting regularly on YouTube. So I knew I wanted to do my daily duo. So I kind of left it for last and I made sure I had my other planners done. Cause I probably could have gotten this video done yesterday, but the morning, it was one of those mornings that was just gone before I knew it. And then we went over to my parents' house for lunch and then came back and I needed to do some things, and I don't know, I guess I could have done it last night, but I didn't, so here we are. All right, so when I put this, I mean, I call it bottom washi, but clearly it's not on the bottom here. I cover up the stuff on the top. I don't particularly like the colors that come, so see like this color stripe here. Sometimes it matches, but not usually. So I don't mind covering that up. If you watched my planner video from a couple weeks ago, then you remember that this is actually dated for 2023. I bought it when it was 50 or 60% off from Erin Condren last year for this year. Because I figure since I always cover this up, and even if for some reason I don't use this washi up here, I always have date covers. So I figured, you know, I saw Darshell at Books and Planners, got some on clearance. I don't remember if it's this or the cousin. I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. So I did that. So I always want to make sure I cover those up. Otherwise, I will completely confuse myself, because I did that with my cousin too. And I have to really think about what day it is when I'm doing my dailies. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get all of this washi on. All right, I have the bottom washi on. I decided to save this last strip because I'm obviously gonna still have some of these leftovers. struggle when I have these because it's like, what am I going to use them for, right? I've got all the bottom washi mostly gone, but you never know. I've got albums of leftovers, or I could use it maybe in an A6. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay. So as you can see, I kind of alternated. I put the more pinky side on this, and I started and I cut off the more purpley side, and then I did opposite over here on this side. Okay, then I need to get my date covers here and my headers so that I can put a little bit of color. And one thing I find I don't ever use are these little calendars that they have here. Obviously I covered up a bunch of it and it would be the wrong year anyway, but I found that I never used it even when it was the right year in the planner, so I don't need them. I'll cover them up with a header and a date cover, and then that way it's right above the to-do list. Let's see. Yeah, I did put washi down like this week. I like to put the washi at the bottom. I'll have to see which washi I want to put here. I don't need it, but I do like it. It kind of, I don't know, it kind of puts like a border on each side of the page, I guess. I don't really know how best to describe that. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great weekend this past weekend. My weekend was nice. It was both productive. The kids had a bunch of stuff on Saturday and fun. My daughter and I saw Mean Girls on, let's see, on Saturday night. We went with, so she's in a theater show. As you know, if you are familiar with my channel, my kids are both really into musical theater. So my daughter's show that she is in current rehearsals for is Mean Girls. Lots and lots of places are doing Mean Girls right now. And I'm excited. I loved that movie. I thought it was really fun. So we went and saw the old movie, I mean, when it came out, what, 20 years ago? But we went and saw the new movie on Saturday night with a bunch of the kids in her cast. They put out a thing saying, hey, it was cute. They're like, you can sit with us. Let's all go see the movie together. And so we did, and it was fantastic. I loved it. Now, I suppose if you weren't a fan of the original Mean Girls, then you probably wouldn't like the musical version, but the movie is not just a remake of the movie from 20 years ago. It's basically the musical in a movie. Some of the songs are left out. Like I was asking my daughter about the main boy, Erin Samuels, because in the movie, he doesn't sing. And it's this actor from that show, The Summer I Turned Pretty. I don't watch it, my daughter does. And so I said, oh my gosh, can he sing? Like, as you know, lots of actors have wonderful singing voices, but I didn't hear him sing in this movie. So she said, oh, I don't know if he can sing or not. But I said, well, in the show that you're doing, does that character sing? And she's like, oh yeah. So I'm excited now that I've seen this new movie to see the show that she's in. It's not until March, and kind of see what's the same, what's different. It should be a lot of fun. But we went to do that. Just she and I went. I ran out. Let's see, I need 20 and 21. I guess I'll pull it off of this page. Okay. So we went to do that. My husband and son did not come. And then yesterday we all just sort of slept in. I think it was one of those mornings where I slept a little bit too much. I should have gotten up the first time I woke up. I know, horrible problem to have, right? But then we went and had lunch with my parents, which was really nice. Okay. And then just kind of got stuff done around the house. And then today I got up way before everybody else in my family. Just, I don't know. It was one of those, I woke up and so I got up and everybody else totally slept in. But I was able to do some planner stuff. I was able to just, do some email stuff, just things I needed to get done. And now I'm making this video. I need to go to the store later. The rec room where I do all my planner stuff is right up against, on the other side of a wall from where I'm sitting right now is our washer and dryer. So I can hear the dryer going because, of course, I did not do all the loads of laundry that I should have done during the week. I try, in my head, it's like, oh, I need to do a load every day because there's enough laundry to do a load every day and not double up, right? Between my husband's and my clothes, that's a load. And sometimes two a week, we can go a week, but then it's like, oh, that's a lot. And then you got to fold it and hang it and all that stuff. But our clothes, my daughter's clothes, my son's clothes, the towels, the blankets we have on the couch, you know, when it's cold and you want to cuddle up on the couch, and then the dog lays on the blankets, then our bed, my son's bed, my daughter's bed. It's just one of those like never ending, well, you know, never ending tasks. So it's like, oh, if I do a little bit every day, then I don't have to do a lot on the weekend. Well, guess what happened? Did not do a little bit every day and now have to do a lot on the weekend. Okay, I picked this washi tape that I think will work. The color isn't perfect, but it'll be good enough. So this is from Sweet Bean Plans. And it's just cute. It's like all the cozy winter things. So I'll go ahead and get that put on. I don't like to take up too much space down here at the bottom because actually a lot of the stuff I have to put in this planner happens at night because obviously the majority of the day is taken up with work. So I don't need to fill a bunch of that stuff in, but it's after that, you know, really 5 o'clock and on, especially with my kids' rehearsals, that I have to note in here. So my daughter's doing Mean Girls. And so the kids are in different shows, which is a lot of rehearsals at a lot of different times. But what was nice is last Friday, they both had rehearsal. My son was from, let's see, 5 to 8, I think. No, that's wrong. 5 to 9. Yeah, I think he was 5 to 9. He had I want to say he had a break in there, but oh my gosh. You know what? I can look. Why can't I remember this, you guys? It was just Friday. No, that's what it was. Colette was 6 to 10. My daughter was 6 to 10. And my son, Kai's, was 7 to 9. So, my husband and I had 2 hours where both kids were in rehearsals. So we went out to dinner, which was really nice. And then it didn't take 2 hours to go out to dinner. I always think, I don't know, when you guys plan for dinner, like if you go out, I always, for some reason in my head, think, oh, 2 hours. Like I schedule or like budget 2 hours of time in my head for going out to dinner. I don't know where I got that. I don't know why I do that, but I really always do that. And it rarely takes 2 hours to go out to dinner. I don't know, maybe we're just quick about it, but it just seems like, or we don't order, I guess at this dinner we did order an appetizer. We had this really good caprese bruschetta. It was yummy. But usually I guess we just kind of order dinner. I don't know. I always think in my head 2 hours, and then it never takes 2 hours. And I always think if I don't have 2 hours of time, then I'm going to be late for the next thing. Anyway, I don't know. Weird way my brain works. Because you would think with enough experience of it not taking 2 hours that I'd think, oh, it doesn't take 2 hours anymore. But here we are. Anyway, it did not take us 2 hours. So we went back and then waited. I took my son home at 9 when he was done. And my husband waited and took my daughter home at 10 when she was done. And oh my gosh, it just makes for a really late night. Luckily, it was the weekend. Okay, that's done. Now I get to put the fun decoration on. Okay, that's on each page. You know, I could use this space for other things too, but I really like having the cute little deco there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am trying to figure out, so again, if you watched my planner video before, I'm trying to figure out like, where do I wanna put 2 different things? One is like what I'm planning on posting on Instagram or social media each day. And because I need a plan. I'm so much better if I have a plan. I know, shocking, right? And 2, where I want to track my habits. I'm trying to establish some really good habits. And I had this one notebook. I was like, this is going to be my on-the-go planner. And guess what? It sat in my backpack and I never would like take it out and use it when I needed to. So that didn't seem to work very well for me. I thought it would, and I was really excited because it's a really cute little notebook, which I'll totally keep for something else, but it didn't work. So I need to come up with a different plan. So then I got out my little A6 because it's just so cute. It's so cute. My little A6 is so adorable. Let me grab. It's not just my A6 that's cute. I want to clarify there. It's just A6s are so cute. So obviously this cover's from last year, but this is just a plain old notebook. So then I thought, okay, this could be like my on the go, or just not even really on the go, because I don't think that works for me. I don't think it works for me to have this in my purse or in my backpack. My backpack during the week, because I take my backpack to work, or my purse like when I go, you know, take the kids to rehearsal or anything, or my purse on the weekend. But I don't know, it just sits in there. I don't use it. So then it's like, well, I could have this out, but then it's like, well, how many planners am I really going to have out, right? Like my daily here, I've got my weekly out, but I really like the idea of focusing someplace special for these two things. So then I made these 4 pages of spread using $2 Tuesday sheets from the Fresh Start Sweet Kawaii design kit, which was really nice. And I was able to like piece together leftovers, and it was really fun. And I figured, okay, you know, this can be like what I'm going to post. This can be my habit stuff. So I'm going to try this just for these 4 days and see how it goes. But I was thinking what might be smart at the same time is also try to figure out someplace on this daily where I can track this stuff too, and then see which one I do better with. Like, will I get this out and do it? Or is this just easier? I don't know. It's one of those problems. It's a great problem to have, right? But I need to do something where I will keep track of it and I will use it, because otherwise, what's the point? And I worry that with the A6, I just want to use it because it's so cute. And I love these really cute ones. But, you know, do I have the time to do another daily planner page? Right? It's one of those things. Anyway, so we'll see. I think I'm going to try it both places and then see which one I'm drawn to more, which one I'm more consistent with, which one feels easier. All right, but before I do that, I am going to mark out my work hours, and I'm not going to start on Monday since I am not working today. And I just use a ruler and a highlighter to make, some lines down here to kind of block off, like these are the times that I'm planning on working. Okay, and I love how I say I'm planning on working, as if I have some kind of choice in the matter for when I work. I don't. As a lot of you likely know, I'm a teacher, so it's not like I can say, oh, today I'm gonna work this time to this time. No, I have a pretty set schedule, right? I pretty much need to be there at a certain time, or there will be a problem, which is funny because my principal actually texted me this morning. I'm just gonna put these little, I like to use these. I don't use these for a lot, so if I can decorate a little bit on here, I like it. My principal texted me this morning around 9, my partner teacher and I, and she was like, I'm so sorry for bothering you on your day off, but she had a quick question for us. And it was hilarious because I saw the text and literally the first thing that went through my head was, oh my gosh, am I supposed to be at work today? Like, as in, it's a school day and it's 9 o'clock and she's texting to be like, where are you? Which is ridiculous because by 9 o'clock, it wouldn't just be a random text from my principal asking where I was. There would have been a lot more phone calls, messaging by then. But you know, it's funny how like those random thoughts go through your head. Okay, the only thing I have to mark kind of appointments for the week are these quarter boxes. I don't have any half boxes because these are $2 Tuesday sheets from at least a year ago, before I started getting the half boxes and like knowing what I was using them for. So this will do. I still also have to figure out where, I don't know if I want to put it on a to-do. Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay, I've added all my quarter boxes here to mark different things that we've got going on during the week. And looking at my to-do list, I think this is where I am going to put in my habits and my posting. I think what I really want to track for the posting is like what I plan, because I take these pictures, I try to batch taking pictures and stuff like that on the weekend when I have the time. And so if I can then look at that and say, okay, what are you planning on posting? Then what, because I'm so busy during the week that way I don't have to think about it. So if I kind of make that down here, and then I also make the habit up here, and then everything in between is just my to-do list. I don't know. Let's try it out. Let's see if I can kind of block it off. So this is a mild liner double, you know, it's got like the thick highlighter part, and then it's also just kind of got this, you know, thinner point. What's the word? I don't even know what the word is for that. So I don't know if I really want the blue. I did the blue here. I guess I'll stick with the blue. I could do pink, but I feel like the pink's going to be too dark. I don't really know. Let's try this out. Okay, now to add a little bit of cuteness. So I pulled these little stickers because my hand, you know, serves as a sticker board here. And then these really cute itty bitty Poe cozy laptop, because if this is for like posting on Instagram, I could use that. And then this will be for the habits. Okay, yes, my sloppy, it's a little bit sloppy with the highlighter. I know, it's not my best work. I probably should have used a ruler, but I didn't. And I am actually okay with that. So there you go. We'll see. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see what I like better. I think I'm probably going to be more able to keep up with this one better, both in terms of having the time to do it, because obviously that doesn't take very long, and just in terms of actually using it. But we'll see. That little A6. Oh, so cute. Anyway, I'm going to put one of these. I know the brown doesn't really go, but I figured it's the perfect little sticker to remind myself to post. And not remind myself to post. I remember to post, but it's just what I wanted to. So I can put that here. And then I think my daily duo is finished and ready for the week. All right, thanks for hanging with me while I waffled back and forth a million times about what do I do? Where should I put this stuff? We'll see. If I remember, which I might or I might not, I'll try to post an update when I do my next video next weekend about which way I liked and which way worked for me. In the meantime, have a wonderful week and happy planning.